So we're back on this 2010 Audi A4 with a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, and we're going to try and change this ventilation valve. I picked up a new one. It's a dormant part. It's actually just the diaphragm and spring and the plastic cap that comes off the top. So it looks like it's relatively simple to change. It looks like we're going to be sacrificing this plastic cap off of here, and hopefully we're going to find the diaphragm broken or ruptured inside there once we get it off. So we'll have a look. So I used a small pick to pry underneath the plastic tabs all around this valve until I got the cap to come off. And it actually came off without breaking it. It was a little bit of a challenge. And I got the diaphragm out. Here's the diaphragm, and it looks intact. I don't see anything significantly wrong with this diaphragm. Looking at the other side here, there's a control spring in here, and then there's a little seat where the diaphragm seals against the inside in here, and it looks like that seal has not been sealing uniformly. You can see where there's a mark on one side there, and yet no concentric mark around it. So, well, we'll have to put the new diaphragm in and see if it fixes it. It doesn't look like the seat's damaged in any way. It's nice and clean and smooth. We'll wipe this out and we'll reassemble it. Hope for the best. Okay, so I managed to get it back on. It takes a considerable amount of pressure to push it down, and you want to make sure all of the little plastic ears have locked in place all the way around, and they have. It snaps in, and this points towards the rear of the engine. Yeah, I believe it only fits one way. I didn't really try to put it any other way. So next we'll put the vacuum gauge on it, start it up, and see if it's made any difference with the crankcase vacuum. So if you recall from the earlier video with the vacuum gauge hooked to the dipstick tube, or the tube where a dipstick would likely go if it actually had one, we had about 3.5 to 4 inches of vacuum, and now we have virtually 0, which is what's to be expected. Pull the hose off of here, you get a slight change in the engine, but not like it did before. Before there was a huge vacuum in the crankcase and it would affect it. So that valve definitely made a difference. And that should hopefully alleviate the fuel trim codes and possibly even the misfire codes. Now, whether that addresses the boost pressure problem, I'm not sure. It's pretty hard to road test it today. Got 2 inches of fresh snow outside, so we'll have to try it another day.